Hey guys, good morning! I'm so excited. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about building your empire with zero stress. So if you want to examine why you're holding yourself back, the 3 biggest myths that might be stopping you in your tracks, and how you can build your travel empire without any stress, or at least a lot less stress, then keep on watching. That's what we're talking about today. All right, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We have some secret content that goes out over on YouTube. And next week, we're putting out a day in the life of a 7-figure travel CEO. That's me. Craziest video we've ever done, and I don't want you guys to miss a thing. So definitely go over to YouTube and check that out. And listen, we have some great content today. If you're brand new here to the channel or to the live stream, please put a little "I'm new" below so I can welcome you to our community. And if you are new, you might not know who I am. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry 27 years ago now. I always usually say over 25, but we just hit 27th anniversary. And I own and operate my own award-winning travel agency, but what I'm best known for is being the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which helps people just like you learn how to launch, grow, and supersize your travel businesses. So today we are discussing how to build your travel empire with zero stress. And I feel like so many people don't get started because they have all of these ideas in their head, or maybe it's your dream, but you just haven't gotten started, right? And this is one of those things, like you're thinking about how much it scares you to do something new or do something different. You're thinking, will I fail? Right? And then makes you hesitate. Or you're thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to waste money? So you put it off, right? So we're going to be diving in and addressing all of those things today and how to kind of alter that mindset or think about how you can approach it with ease and where it doesn't feel so heavy. Like that's part of like getting started with anything big you do in your life, is being able to get past those mental roadblocks and then have some tangible things. I'm going to give you some tangible things that you can do that are totally free that can help you to kind of at least take that first step and get started. So which the first one is, if you are in that aspiring phase, you're thinking about becoming a travel agent, don't forget to go check out my free masterclass, the 5 shifts to a 6-figure travel business and beyond. I created this because we get so many questions about, Cyndi, is this for me? Should I get started? How do I get started? So go to careersonvacation.com/masterclass. Take that class. It's about an hour, and I would love to see you over there if you're in that aspiring phase to help you out from that perspective. But today we're diving in on like building those big empires, right? July has really been about, getting your independence in your life and in your business. We kind of kicked that off. And this last one is all about like that stress piece that can just cause you to like stop. The irony of today's show is I'm a little stressed this morning. You guys know, well, if you're new, you might not know, but I have 3 littles. We travel all the time, and this morning we're actually flying out in a few hours. I haven't packed yet. And I was like, I would rather do my live stream than pack. So I was like, I'm going to do the live stream today. But I'm feeling the pressure. So do you guys tell me when you pack? Like, first of all, I have a half-packed bag at all times. Like I have a whole like cosmetic bag that never gets unpacked. So like makeup and like Advil, like those things you always bring, your second toothbrush. I always have that stuff. So it's literally like throwing clothes. But tell me when you pack. I used to pack like a week in advance, and it was like this whole thing, and I would have lists. And like, I feel like since I've become a mom, and especially since we're 3 children, right? It's like, just throw it in the suitcase. If something's missing, we'll deal with it. So I would just love to know that. So tell me that below. And also, I'm going to give a prize away today for the first person who guesses where I am going. The more specific, the better. So put your guesses in comments, and the first person who guesses right, I'm going to send you a really cool prize. So do that, and then let's get into the content today. So let's talk about a different kind of stress. The stress when you are thinking about like starting your travel business, or for those of you who have been at a plateau and maybe you feel like you're reliving the same year over and over again, you just can't get past a certain point. Like, what's stopping you from doing that next thing that's going to create growth? So I want to talk about the myths. The first one that I think comes up all the time when we do our consults with clients and we really work through like the behind the scenes of where they're at with getting their businesses where they want them to be is, this is going to be hard. It's going to be too hard, right? I'm here to tell you it is going to be hard. It's not going to be too hard, but it is going to be hard. So it's okay to accept hard, right? But on the flip side of that, you have to say, but I've done hard things. There's nothing that's too hard. Anything worth doing that's big, anything of value is going to take some effort. Like, we live in this society where everything is so easy, or all this slick marketing, it's just going to be so easy. No, like, especially right now in COVID, you're jumping into the travel industry at a really good time and a really bad time, to be honest, right? Like the great news is everybody's looking for a travel agent. Leads are, crazy. The Wanderlust CEO or the Careers on Vacation clients in our program are like, I'm having leads before I've even been trained to sell, right? It's nuts. So we're really in demand. Travel agents are in demand right now, especially skilled and certified travel agents. So the demand and the consumer perception of the value for what we do is so great right now. That is part of COVID. The flip side of that is your job is more complicated right now. You have to really be on top of your game to do a good job. So that's the part that can be hard, but is it too hard? No, it's not too hard. It's nothing that you're not capable of. You are capable of doing hard things. So if you allow yourself that grace to say, and go into it with your eyes open going, yeah, I'm willing to do the work. And that's the other thing. Are you willing to do the work? Be honest with yourself. If you're not, move on. But if this has been your life's dream, buckle down, do the work, and get the success, right? I had a great, when I was in college, I had a double major in theater and business. And I just was obsessed with like, do I want to be an actress? Do I want to go to Hollywood? Do I want to do that whole thing? And I had this amazing teacher, Fred Cebulski, and I helped him with several shows, and it was a phenomenal time in my life, right? College years. But one day in class, he said something, and I just thought, I had already gone to travel school and was working as a travel agent, and I was going to college at the same time. And he said, if you can see yourself doing anything else and it making you happy, you should go do that. And I was like, wow, because I loved being a travel agent. And I'm like, maybe I don't need to pursue this thing because I would rather do something I love. So, but that was also a way of saying, if you're not going to be as serious as you need to be to make this a huge success, then just do something else. Like, that's okay. That's a choice you get to make. So if you're asking yourself, like, I know that's what would make me happy, and you've had that tapping on your shoulder and kind of calling out to you, know that there's going to be work. Know that you're capable of that work. If you're serious about, starting, just know it's not going to be too hard. It's going to be hard days. There's going to be challenges. That's normal, but give yourself grace to work through that. So that's the litmus test. The other thing is, action equals traction. You're never going to be ready. Like whatever big things you've done in your life, maybe it's when you got married, you're like, oh, is this the one, right? Or maybe it's like you start a new job, or maybe you move to a new city. We never feel 100% ready when you're doing big things in your life. Every time I've done something big, companies that I've started, my big move to Houston and then another move to Austin and then selling our company that was super successful and starting something from scratch again, right? It all felt like, oh, am I ready for this? Oh, am I ready for this? You can sit in that, oh, am I ready for this for years and get stuck, right? And that causes stress and anxiety. Or you can get into action, which equals traction. I think I should copyright that. I literally was writing up my notes. I'm like, that makes sense. Action equals traction, but it's so true. If you just start taking steps in the direction of what you're trying to create in your life, that can help you. So start moving towards your goal. And also recognize not choosing, sitting back, sitting in indifference, being stuck in that space, that's also a choice. You're choosing you're choosing not to move in that direction, right? Not choosing is a choice. So move towards your goals, right? So that's number one. It's going to be too hard. It's going to be hard, but it's not going to be too hard. So you have to accept that new mantra. The second thing I hear all the time is, am I going to fail? Yeah, we all fail. Like, failure is okay. You're going to fail, but as long as you're failing forward, then you're on the right track. You think I don't make mistakes? Yes, I run a 7-figure travel brand. Yes, I have an award-winning travel agency. Yes, I have amazing staff, and from outward appearances, I do everything perfectly. That's not true. I make mistakes all the time. Right? I spend money on marketing that doesn't work. I test things. I hire a wrong person. Like different things happen, right? I pick the wrong consultant for a certain thing. So, but what I allow myself the grace is to say, as long as I learn, then I don't fail, right? The old Nelson Mandela quote, I never lose. I either win or I learn, right? Something that's not verbatim, but you guys get the idea. But the point being is, it's give yourself the grace to fail forward. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a normal part of business. There's going to be ways you learn not how to do things to get to the ones that are good. That's why I have been able to make all the mistakes, and now everything works on a really well-oiled machine. We've been able to build our company to where it is today because I allowed myself to fail along the way. So will I fail? Yeah, you're going to fail sometimes. Who cares? Don't let that be the reason why you don't even start, right? You've already failed if you don't start, right? So give yourself permission. For those of you who have kids, right? I have 3 and they come up against walls sometimes. Like, this didn't work or that didn't work. My baby has a YouTube channel and he's constantly it's like a stop motion channel. And so it's very intricate and he works so hard on it. And sometimes a light doesn't work or this doesn't work. And I just see him struggle with that. Or if he has a failure, I'll say, all right, well, that's just a way not to do it. Like, what do you tell your child or your junior high or your high schooler, right? If they fail, you don't go, oh yeah, you should have never done that. Why did, right? That's not what we tell our kids. We encourage our kids because we know there's a different way. There's a way around. There's a way to make it happen from a parent perspective to a child, but give yourself that same grace. If you were your own child, right? What would you say to yourself if you were your parent? How would you encourage yourself? Start going about the will I fail crap from that perspective. Like, yeah, it's okay. Let's try a different way. Let's try something different. So just think about that. Give yourself the same grace that you would give your child or someone that you really love. We're so hard on ourselves, right? Because that will I fail stuff, it's kind of like, it's a shift in perspective, you guys. That's all it is. That's all it is. All right, third myth. What if I lose money? Oh my gosh. Oh, what if I lose some money, right? First of all, let me say, with travel businesses, I've owned a lot of different businesses. Travel business is one of the least expensive businesses, startup investment-wise, that you can do in the world. So, I bought a franchise and I wrote a check day one for $30,000 just to use the franchise's name. I didn't get anything for that except for using their name and then a training on how to start. And I had to invest another $250,000 in getting that even off the ground, right? You can't even fathom. But a travel business, you have a laptop, you have internet, you have a phone, you get some decent training, and you are off and running. The other thing is, just start it on the side. Don't quit your day job. It's okay to have a job that gives you income so you can start working on your travel business and grow it at a pace where it doesn't bring you anxiety and stress. Oh my gosh, is that something I can do? Yeah. You can. That's how, I had I worked for travel and corporate for many, many years, but that's different. You have phone calls fed to you, right? When I launched my own agency, I still had corporate on the side. I still had another business on the side, and I was doing it on the side until it got to a level where I was like, I don't really need these things anymore, right? So just that's a myth. You don't even why, right? If you have another income source, you can do it at your pace. So, and also think about things you guys are buying. I know, I see you on your Instagram, I see you on your Facebook buying the new purse and the new car and the new house and the new shoes. And what I want to ask you is, do any of those things have the ability to make you money? can they suddenly start generating another income stream for you, right? Like this, when you decide to be a business owner, when you decide to grow a business, when you decide to invest in yourself, you are not buying a purse or a trinket or something that's going to sit on your shelf or a new couch, right? You're purchasing, investing in something that is going to potentially bring you money back. It's a business. It's not an item, right? So think about that, for the price of one fancy vacation that you might take, because I know you love travel or you wouldn't be watching the show, you could invest in something that's going to help you grow your business. So I love that. Keep asking your questions and keep guessing where you guys think I'm going today, because I'm going to check it at the end and see who our winners are. But I want to recap on things that you should do to grow your travel empire with less stress. Number one is adopt a new mindset. You have to set a new vision. You have to start thinking about these myths that we just talked about in a new way. Like, is it hard? Yeah, it's hard. It might be hard. There's probably going to be hard days, but hard work equals success, and it's not too hard. I'm capable of hard things, right? All the things we just worked through. So think about changing those mindsets and just making those shifts, and then decide to pace yourself. Right? You know what? That's a good idea, Cyndi. I'll keep my other job and start growing it on the side until it feels good, and then I can retire myself out of the crap I don't like to do without feeling any financial pressures, right? That's a good thing. So, and adopt that grace, right? When you allow yourself to know there might be failures along the way, that's a normal part of the process, learning with any business or anything big you do in life. And then the last one is just get started, you guys. By not starting or by sitting in that plateau that you've been stuck in for 10 years, stop repeating that's the definition of insanity, repeating the same thing again and expecting a different result. Action equals traction. Take the first step towards your next big goal, towards starting your business, towards growing your business, right? A couple free things I promised I would give you and I want to tell you about. I mentioned our masterclass earlier. Don't forget, you can do that. If you're brand new, that's a great place to start. Or even if you're feeling stuck, there's some great monetizing suggestions in there that can help you as well. The other thing you can do is go over to YouTube. I literally have hundreds of videos on YouTube where you can get started learning more things about growing and scaling your travel business. So that's a great place to start too. And then if you're not already in our Careers on Vacation Facebook group, make sure you go over to Facebook, look for Careers on Vacation, request to join. That's where I do this live stream. So you can watch it live and interact with me. We're live right now. And that's a great place. And check the post in the Facebook group that is pinned to the top. I have a bunch more free resources in there. So you guys know I do a lot of advocacy work on behalf of the travel industry. We just filmed some new videos that I'm going to just give to my clients that they can use. And we do cool stuff like that for you all the time in that group. So check that out as well. And if this is resonating with you guys, if you're like, oh my gosh, this is spot on, where I need to be, where my mindset needs to be, and I'm ready to take that one action that's going to lead to the most traction this year in starting or growing your travel business, then consider working with me to start or grow your travel business. The way that you can do that is through my mastermind called Careers on Vacation. This is the program you guys have heard about. It's my 12-week mastermind where you get all of my systems, all of my proven processes, and our online training you can do anytime. Even if you have that side job that we talked about or your main job, you can do this training on your schedule, and you get to work with my team of experts and coaches. These are all industry veterans and marketing and the best experts in the world at what they do. They're the ones who've helped me grow my business to 7 figures and beyond at this point. And I love my team. Like they're just the group we put together are just phenomenal with helping you. So if you want to get on our wait list, we are on wait list right now because class is full, you guys. If you're even thinking about getting in for, the next couple months, please apply early. Go to careersonvacation.com/ready now and get your applications in so we can figure out when the next spot will have space. We keep that group at a very finite size because you do get a lot of love and attention, all that good stuff. All right, I'm going to go over and check questions. Let's see if any of you guessed where I'm going. And if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to ask away. Let me see if I can find these real quick. Sometimes Facebook shows me all the comments and sometimes they don't. So we will. All right, Nicole says, good morning, Nicole. Tana says Hawaii. Oh, Tana, I wish I wish I was going to Hawaii. I am going to Hawaii, but not this trip. I'm going to Hawaii later in the year. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, you guys can follow wherever I travel. So check that out. Carrie says Ireland. Oh, that sounds amazing. I would love to go to Ireland. It's not where I'm going, but I think that sounds way more fun. I love these guesses. All right, Carrie says depends on how long I will be gone. Oh, 2 weeks in, depends on how long I will be gone. Love it. Karen says good morning. Jess says, I'm guessing your mom's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Jess, you are our winner. Jess is one of our Cruise on Vacation graduates, you guys. Jess, you even got the actual city of Grand Rapids. So kudos to you, Jess. You're my winner for today. Karen says I won't guess. Karen's on my team. She already knows, and she's one of my Wanderlust CEOs. Nicole says I won't guess either. You got, yeah, these are my Wanderlust CEOs, so they were in class with me this week, so they know where I'm going. Carrie says, good guess, Jess. I was going to say parents as well, just couldn't remember where they live. Nicole says, I can't wait for corporate retirement. Heck yeah. Nicole, and then Carrie says, I was going with the green top. Yeah, that does make sense for Ireland. I do kind of have that Ireland vibe. And I'm curious, like, when do you guys pack? Like, especially for you guys that have kids. I don't know if anyone answered that question because I think I'm seeing all the comments. But, like, I'm not packed yet, and the flight leaves in, like, 3.5 hours. So I did have to jump on a little early. Next week, we're skipping the live stream just to give you guys a heads up. But next week, I have the most amazing YouTube video coming out. The behind the scenes, a day in the life of a 7-figure travel CEO. You guys, watch this video. I filmed it, and it was like the most editing I've ever done, and the team put it together. It turned out phenomenal, but I think you'll like laugh at how funny my life is. I literally documented everything from, and I picked the craziest day, things I couldn't have anticipated. Like I had a kid that got sick. I had all of the calls happening. We had a pipe that burnt. Like all of the crazy was happening as I went through my day, supported my clients, got a sneak peek on, behind the scenes of our mastermind. So anyway, next Thursday that comes out, so definitely check that out for sure. And I love it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I do have to head off and pack because I'm not packed yet. It's so ridiculous. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching today. I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I will see you guys on the next one. And follow me over on Instagram if you want to see all the crazy. I don't know what we're going to do in Grand Rapids. I haven't really planned anything, but I'm sure we're going to do some fun stuff. So I hope to see you guys over there. And I'll see you when I get back. Bye, guys. Here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.